Hello, my name is David Fields and I'm a record collector. I'm also the founder and archivist here at VinylNostalgia. You might be familiar with my Vinyl Nostalgia from my YouTube channel, where I've been sharing records from my collection since 2008, or from my Vinyl Nostalgia Jukebox Jamboree music group created in 2014 on Facebook. Our members can upload their own favorite records or have discussions on various music-related topics. I've been collecting records for over 50 years and still have the very first record I ever bought. It was a 45 RPM record from the Hit Record Company of Nashville, Tennessee, which was a label that produced knockoff records of the top hits of the day that cost only 39 cents, which was about half the price of the original released on the national record labels. The Hit record label began releasing 45 RPM records in 1962 and continued for 7 years, ending production in 1969. Their 45 RPM discography contained a total of 355 singles. The Hit record label also released albums that contained stereo versions of the 45 RPM releases. I began collecting the Hit 45s in the late 80s, and today I have maybe around half of the Hit discography. The 45s are getting a lot harder to find nowadays, especially in decent condition. The records in number 300 and higher range are extremely difficult to find. There were smaller numbers of them being released in the later years because of lower record sales. As for the likability of the knockoff records, some people hate the records because they expect them to sound exactly like the original releases. Some of the artists actually do sound pretty close to the originals, whereas other artists are just doing a cover version in their own styles. I personally like most of the Hit records because I keep an open mind when I listen to them. I admit there are a few real stinkers that shouldn't have been released, but consider the fact that the studio musicians were on a tight schedule. Most of the recording sessions were one-shot deals. All the studio musicians were top-notch professionals out of Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, now I'm going to show you the very first record I ever bought. This was back in 1963. Judy's Turn to Cry by Katie Richards on the Hit record label. And on the flip side, it's Wipeout by the Music City 5, who just happened to be the studio musicians at the Hit record company. The second record I ever bought was Those Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer by Frank Clark on the Hit record label. And the flip side is Blue on Blue by John Preston. I also have here a couple examples of the Hit record albums. This is volume number 13, which was the 13th album that the Hit record company released. There's the front. There's the back. And this one is volume 5. It's the 5th album that the Hit Records released. There's the back of that. And I have 10 of those albums in my collection, and I don't really know how many were actually released. Okay, I have a couple of more items on my list that I want to go over. As far as future video topics, I'm going to do a topic featuring a video on how to clean vinyl records. I buy records sometimes from thrift stores and antique malls and flea markets, and most of the time the records are in pretty good condition, and but sometimes they're in really bad shape, you know, very dirty, and that's what this video is going to be about, is trying to clean and those really filthy dirty albums, or 45s too for that matter. And see, another item, I plan on producing ongoing videos featuring our Louisville and Kentucky area artists. And I've been told that I have one of the best local group collections in Louisville. So it's pretty good size too. So there'll probably be several videos I'll be doing on the local groups. Not all at once though. Okay, that's about it for now. I hope you like this video and hope to see you the next time.